Hey guys, it's Candace. Welcome back to Journal Me Crazy. Okay, well it's taken me all morning, that's why I'm late, to finish this journal. And then I sprayed it with that smelly aerosol spray. Woo! Had to wait for that to dry. And, oh man, oh Lord. Now, I got Asian beetles, stink bug swarm, because it's 70 degrees today. I mean, crazy. Then this oh, smelly stuff. I mean, hello. Ooh. Yeah. So, oh my gosh. All right. And then I had to wait for all my grommet glues and ends and everybody else to dry. So they're all dry. So here we go. So this is what I did to cover. I just took some of the scraps that were over here, which I have this now that I've got to. Oh my God. Hold on. I'm not gonna make it. This bug situation is for the birds. I mean, slap, cock, and pick, and butter. And if I had chickens, they'd be eating them outside probably. But anyway, I don't have no chickens because I made them all. All right. Anyway, so I got some brown lace on the spine, and then I just printed out Brianna's writing journal, and it's a little. If it looks a little shiny, that's because it says matte sealer, but it still gives it a little shine. And then I have some, I think it's called coffee, the seam binding. So let's get in here and see what we've got. So we have our little pocket that we did together, and then our little folio. I know I was thinking of maybe, since I have some bigger pieces, maybe putting some pockets in here, but then no, because then I have to put something in there. I want her to write. So this is for her to write. Ay, ay, ay. All right, so that goes in there. And then just, I tried to leave it as it is. It's skinny and blank, but we did, color crayon it. Now I took one of these. It was a note card in there, and I folded it, put it that way to make a pocket with the flip up so she could journal there. And then I just took one of another print, some paper I had, and I did move this from here to there because I just didn't like it over there. So this is another one of the little notebook journals that we made. So, and I like it over here better. So then I just glued a light, I don't know what just candle, dripping wax. And then I left the tops on here for the sketch for journal paper. And then this was some scrap that I just rounded the edges, put a tab on, and made a little note card. So I'm hoping that she will get the hint if she doesn't want to write, or if she wants to glue some stuff, tape them in or whatever. I don't know. So, you can never have too much happy. She says, this is as happy as it gets. But anyway, I mean, her little kind of orangey-ish lips and nose and everything goes with this rusty color. So, I tried to make it, positive, but yet spooky. So, and then just put this in for a little journaling. Our crazy doll eyes. Now, Budge, I did go look up black-eyed kids. They are creepy. These aren't as creepy as them. The other ones have almond eyes. These have big old round ones, so they're not so bad. And then we made this out of a smushed index card and just glued it on there for a large tuck. And then made this journal card. Just put a tab on top so you know to pull it out. And then this one, we layered it up with 3 pieces of ephemera that we cut out. Okay, another piece down there, but anyway. And then made our crazy bat tag. Another doll eyes. And then just put this in there for a little flip up. I know. Feels like some glue on here, but I don't know why. There's no telling, I might have had it open at one time. And we just did, like I said, all these stenciling that we did. And I had to put the frog and toads in there because, I mean, hello. And then our little owl girl. on a book page. And then this is our other one that I just left plain because I like the paper. I know, there's a little girl back there. So another little journaling book. Oh, I'm supposed to erase these numbers that I put in here. Give me a pencil. Well, I guess I have to go back and look. I'll leave that there to remind myself. I'll forget. And just lots of journaling. And then this is from some fall kit, but I love the colors, and we just spooked it up. And then I cut her out. Just put it on some paper, some cardstock that I had. And then, this is what I've been waiting for. It's for this sparkle nail polish to dry, but well, as you can tell, it's stuck a little bit. So these were just the envelopes that we put in the signature. And then this is just cut down piece of paper to go in there for, you know, to journal on. And then just some other scrap paper. And then I just decorated it with, well, I put coffee dye back here so you can write back there. And I just put some dots, you know, some hole punches, put the chandelier in, used my gold fleck mermaid paint. And then I strung some beads on here and a black flower with a clear rhinestone. Just some journaling paper. And then this is just some scrap that I put together for just a little writing pad. And then the back, I'm sorry, I had to use the crazy little birdie. Let life surprise you. I know. I love, I'm sorry, those big old round eyes are cute. They're not that creepy, y'all. Okay. And then this is just, it looks like a pocket, but it's not. That's why I tore little corners. It's just, you know, some journaling. And then we did this little other part of the fall page. She's so stinking cute. I guess I don't know, labeled the first ones. Oh, Patty Puss, hold on tight to your dreams. Oh, and then I just put on here, Made with Love for Brianna, Mimi. And then October, and I just took my pen and around the words. That little kid looks like Joseph. Oh, and then I just around here too. And then this is just part of a print from the Botanical, from TheJunkJournalStudio, the Botanical kit. And I just thought that looked good in there, so that's what I did. And then here I just added some more papers with some washi. You know, I did glue them. Glue it in. Y'all know I glue all my washi. And a little tab just to kind of pull in some colors. Other part of our toad page. A frog and a toad makes a frode. Oh my gosh. Everything has beauty. It is pretty. Anyway. I know, it's still one of my favorite pages. And then this that we glued in, and then I attached this for a flip, which is part of the house. And then here's just a big pocket that I used with one of the half-page things because I love her. She's so cute. And then this is just a piece of coffee dye that I trimmed down to fit in the pocket. And I don't know why I always have problems putting it in there. I mean, it's stinking loose. And there's plenty of room, but it just, I don't know, sticks. I put my ruler down in there and everything, so who knows. You're capable of becoming more than you realize. I know, like I said, it's an inspirational thing too. Motivate, inspire. Enjoy when you can and endure what you must. Yep. Keep your mouth shut. That's what it should say. So, and it's just got some scrap papers that was laying around. Oh, this coffee dye's got the little round holes from the pan. I'll be darned. And then I had another piece of paper. I just folded over and made it a pocket like that. Put her on there, and put a little flower on her and her horn. And then another one of those just pieces of that cardstock, and I just made a tag out of it. This is just some scrap that was laying around on the desk that went well with everything. So, and then this, I just used some scrap to make a belly band, and then he's hanging in there. And I wish I had something, you know, it says what seems ordinary is often the extraordinary. I wish something that said hang, you know, hang on, tomorrow's coming, but I didn't have any of those. So, and that just tucks in there. And it's just a regular page of paper. Yeah, regular piece of paper. I just folded in half and folded in half again. So, nothing special. Oh, and then our little cracked doll face. Oh, and then this little girl tag. Choose to see the good. And then this one with another little house that was part on the page. I just took that one of the little kitty cat kids, and I got to sneeze. These bugs are killing me. Hold on. Oh, Lord. It's the Asian beetles that kick my butt when these two merge. That's what gets me sick every year. So anyway, just glued the bat on here, put this little word, and did a little more stenciling. And then this is just an uptuck that I did for, this was the top of a page. And I just took some scrap papers and layered them up. Tucked it in there, and then I was like, well, you know, what if they fall out or she doesn't understand? So I just put some trash ribbon that was hanging around on a paper clip and made a little paper clip attachment. And then the back with the 3 kids, I guess that'll be Jennifer. Ow, my foot hurts. I've been down here too many hours. I mean, I don't know. I think it's, I don't even know what time it is. 3:30 maybe? Been down here since 10:30 finishing this thing. And then this is the other little folio that we made. And that's the one that my sewing machine messed up. I didn't have any thread when it sewed down the middle. So then I had to go back and do large zigzag because, you know, you can't re-sew over the holes or you'll tear your paper right in half. So that's what that is. Let me just squish that down a little bit. And then that's Brianna, Jason, and Emily. And then the back is just more scrap, but I took this page, one that I folded in half, and left it big, and then just put a pocket on here so she could put something in there with her big old pocket. This thing stinks. I know, that smell's got to, whew, got to take a day or two for it to go away because it has some strong stuff. So there is the, what is it? I forgot. Something Darlings. Dark Darlings, I think? No. I don't know. I forgot what it's called, but whatever Darlings. Journal that we did for Brianna, and I hope she enjoys it, and I hope she can figure out what to do with it. So, but I know I can do one within a week, you know, but it does take me, like, you know, the whole day, most day, a full 7 days. I know. Anyway, so let me go get this posted because I am late, and I do apologize, but I had to get it finished. I had to get it done because I thought I had one more, but I had forgot to delete one off my phone, because when I looked last night, I was like, oh, I got one more, I'm good. I got up this morning, come down here, plugged up, I was like, oh, it's the same. You know, the details, you see the numbers, like, no. So I'm like, oh, well. I had to do my other stuff. I had to do dishes, sheets, my comforter, eat breakfast, let the dogs out, all that good stuff. And then, well, by that time, it's 10:30 in the morning, maybe 11. And so then, I came down here, started, doing my stuff, and then had to wait for stuff to dry. So then I go up there, eat my lunch, and then, come back down here so I could finish a few things and then spray it. I had to wait for that stinky stuff. Then I had to go collect bugs. Oh, I hate these bugs. And, and I need to go outside and work on the chicken coop, but those stinking bugs are swarming, but I gotta go, I gotta go pay bills now. I know, so now you know what I'm doing. But anyway, and then I made, while this was drying, oh, it's underneath here. It was on the blocks. Let me see. I also made, an index card with some of the scrap that was laying underneath there, so I did make that. And then I took an envelope and used some of the scrap underneath there and made, we'll put it on as a flip or a tuck or who knows what on something else. So, I did occupy my time while I was waiting for things to dry. So, all right, I'm done officially. So, let me go get the rest of my to-do day done. And I will see you on the next one. So, I guess we need to get back into the... my angel journal to finish it up so I can get it done, so I can get the stuff mailed. Now it's supposed to be raining, I know, and then I had wrapped my hand, and you see how it's all red? That's because I'm allergic to the elastic that's in the bandage, and I slept with it because my hand was hurting too bad. Well, now it itches because anyway, and I know better, but they don't make any bandage wrap that doesn't have elastic latex in there. Not everybody can handle it. So, but anyway, because I sleep with my hand like my head like this or my head like that, and I hurt myself when I attempt to sleep. So I know it's sad. Little violin. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, so I'm done now. So I will see you on the next video, and we'll see if we can't get something else done. So y'all have a great day, blessed day. Thanks for sharing some of your day with me, and I will see you later. Lots of kisses, lots of love. Bye, guys.